Hello and welcome to Salford Now. I'm Tim Bassett.
And I'm Katie Flannery. Here's what's coming up on today's programme.
£1 million revamp for an historic Salford mansion.
Would you holiday in Salford? We're looking at the tourism attractions for our city.
And a record number of people signed up for Veganuary. Is Salford ready to go meat free?
Many of us call Salford home and would not associate it with booming tourism. But figures from the council show thousands of people are now visiting our small city.
Jessie Seal finds out more.
You might live in Salford, but if you didn't, would you come and visit? Since the development of Media City in 2007, amongst many other things, tourism in Salford has seen a great increase. I went to visit an Airbnb in the area to find out who really stays here and what they come for. Charlotte Townsend rents out her Salford spare room on the Airbnb website and has had a variety of people stay.
I mean, we get quite a lot of couples and it's quite surprising, like the variety of people that actually want to come to Salford. I've once taken a girl who stayed here to the museum in Salford and just showed her about a bit, which shows I do quite like to get involved.
Located right by the university, Salford Museum includes a shop, cafe and many galleries.
We're usually quite busy, so we get quite a lot of tourists coming in. They come from all over, really, all over like different areas, different countries and things like that.
What do you think is the best part of Salford?
My main thing that I would do is go to the Salford Quays. There's a lot going on around there.
I'd probably visit the Lowry outlet.
Salford Lads Club because I like the Smiths.
I'm going to say, there's a lot of pubs.
The Manchester United ground hall.
This is my favourite part of Salford, watch the seagulls.
There's something for everyone in Salford, often described as a contemporary cultural and environmental hub. TV programmes such as The Circle, Britain's Got Talent and The Voice have also been filmed here. Statistics that tourist information have access to show how popular Salford is becoming.
2018 to 2019, international visits were 1.6 million. Day visitors, 108 million. So this will be for Greater Manchester, of which Salford is included. Salford has quite a few attractions. So you've got the Lowry Gallery and Theatre. You have the Imperial War Museum North.
It's the council's hope that with attractions like this, that tourists keep on spending in Salford. Jessie Sale, Salford Now.
Statistics this week have shown a record number of 400,000 people signing up to Veganuary this year.
Ellie Gifford has been tasting some vegan fast food in Salford to see what all the craze is about.
Fast food restaurants in Salford are keeping up with the trend and advancing their vegan menu for the public. Results this week have shown 400,000 people overall did Veganuary this 2020. This is in comparison to 250,000 in 2019. Many people are expected to carry on their plant-based diets. The official social media pages for this pledge are already talking about Veganuary, Varch and even Vapril. But as a meat eater, would you be willing to give this a try or even swap your usual order for a vegan one?
Yeah, I would. I think I saw an advert for the KFC one and it looked quite nice as an alternative to the regular chicken.
I just stick to what I know, which is like the normal meat burgers.
Possibly, I would definitely want to try it because I feel like sometimes vegan food is a lot nicer than people let on.
I'm in Salford to try some of the fast food vegan options to see if they can try and persuade me.
Right.
It just tastes like meat. It would just taste just as a normal meatball marinara.
Now I'm at McDonald's by the University of Salford to go and try the veggie dippers.
It's actually much better than I expected.
I'm about to try the vegan burger that everybody has been talking about.
It tastes just like chicken. I would not even think that was vegan at all.
I liked every single one that I tried and I think I would definitely choose a vegan option over a meat one this time.
Earlier this week, Salford City Council announced the allocation of £1.2 million towards the restoration of Buell Hill Mansion.
Salford Now reporter Christine Costello spoke with park regulars to see how they felt about this new development.
Located in the heart of Salford, Buell Hill Park is a local landmark of both cultural and historical significance. The park was frequently visited and adored by painter L.S. Lowry and has been rumoured as the key inspiration behind the classic children's novel The Secret Garden, written by Salfordian author Francis Burnett. It has been nearly 20 years since the closure of Buell Park Mansion, previously a popular mining museum and community centre. It has since fallen into extreme disrepair and neglect. Earlier this week, Salford City Council announced that they would be allocating a budget of £1.2 million towards its restoration. We spoke with local members of the park community to see what they thought about this recent development.
Buell Hill Park to me is a place to escape. I live in a high-rise flat in Salford and I don't have much green space to call my own. And I'm a passionate gardener, so for me having this park, 15 minutes walk from my apartment is bliss really. I did work here with Start Creative about 7 years ago, where we converted one of the bowling greens into allotments, so I've got a lot of memories attached to meeting people in the park and working on that project. So I'm sitting with a group of people called the Friends of Buell Hill Mansion Association, and they're trying to renovate the mansion house at the top. I'll work with the collective, including the council, to raise funds to help renovate the mansion house. If it was renovated, my dream is around sustainability and environmental work, so if we can educate people into the skills where they can generate their own wealth. So for example, the last 5 weeks I've been on a bodging course in Bolton, so that's looking at woodland management and creating tools that they used to do in Georgian times into materials that we can sell and use.
However, the significance of Buell Park stretches far beyond its rich history. Friends of Buell Hill Park are one of many active groups working to keep the community spirit alive with a range of social activities and health initiatives.
I'm part of Friends of Buell Park, we've been doing it for about a year. And we try to get events going, like we've done cycling and getting the community involved in doing things in the park. And we've opened this cafe up to do tea and coffee on a Wednesday, and people come in with their dogs and just come in for a chat. Up the top there is Buell Park, and the old place is Buell Park, but it was divided in Buell and Seedley Park years ago. We used to have a play area down here for the kids. You'll know this as well, Gaynor, won't you? Whereas this side of the park has been neglected a bit, so we'd like a bit more focus on here,
For these locals, the park is far more than just a budget figure. It's a way of life.
Sport now, and over to Gary with the news on a new signing for Salford City.
Thanks, Katie. Salford City welcome Crawley Town to Moor Lane in the English Football League this Saturday. Graham Alexander's men will be looking to get back on the winning trail after last week's 1-1 draw away to Port Vale. January signing Tom Elliott scoring a late header to claim a point for Salford in that one. Ahead of this weekend's game, Salford currently sit at 11th place in the league table, 1 point ahead of Saturday's opponent, who occupy 13th. Kick-off at Moor Lane is at 3 p.m. And the Salford Red Devils will be hoping to put their nightmare start to the Super League season behind them this weekend when they face off against the Toronto Wolfpack in their first home game of the season. Defending champion St Helens ran in 8 tries against the 2019 Grand Final opponents last Saturday, winning by a scoreline of 48-4 and leaving Salford bottom of the table after one game. There will be an added element of competitiveness to Saturday's game as Toronto's Australian prop Darcy Lussick is the brother of Salford hooker Joey. That's all the sport for now. Back to you guys.
Thanks very much, Gary. Now with Dulcie with the weather.
It's a very sunny day here in Salford. However, it is currently 3 degrees, so it is very cold, but that's perfect for those of you wanting to snuggle up tonight watching the 10,000th episode of Coronation Street. The sunny weather is due to continue for the next few days, however by the weekend it will be raining as Storm Ciara hits the UK. The Met Office has issued a yellow weather warning with winds expected to be around 80 miles per hour, so stay safe this weekend.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.